Hey guys, let's start today's football news and know what has happened in the past 24 hours. Will Xavi coach Barca? Ronaldo eyeing another record at Euro. PSG looking after Barcelona star Dembele. Let's quickly find out all of these in this video. Before starting this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Let's start today's video with yesterday's fixtures and their results. Turkey faced Italy in the Euro Cup 2020 opener. Italy defeated Turkey by 3-0 in a nail-biting encounter. The Federal Supreme Court of Brazil has given green light to Copa America despite virus fears. The tournament will officially kick off on Sunday when Brazil will face Venezuela. David De Gea expects to stay at Manchester United through the summer despite intense speculation that he is set to leave, claims The Sun. Not only that, but the Spaniard also reportedly believes he will be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first-choice goalkeeper over Dean Henderson. De Gea and Henderson split time in the lineup in the 2020-2021 season. Tensions between the French club and Barcelona have been escalating. Paris Saint-Germain continue to pester Barcelona and are now showing interest in winger Ousmane Dembele amid a separate attempt to hijack the transfer of Jorginho Wijnaldum, writes Marca. PSG, who have also annoyed Barcelona this past year by openly discussing a potential deal for Lionel Messi, know Dembele's contract will expire in 2022 and want to give him reason to put off an extension, a strategy that is sure to bother Joan Laporta and the Blaugrana. Goalkeeper Andre Onana is still very likely to join Arsenal this summer once his doping violation appeal case is finished, reports Football London. The outcome of the appeal could change the transfer fee to Ajax, though, as it will determine whether he is immediately available to the Gunners. Tottenham are in advanced negotiations with Borussia Mönchengladbach for striker Marcus Thuram, according to RMC Sport. Spurs have prioritized a striker this summer with doubts continuing to linger over the future of captain Harry Kane, with Thuram emerging as a prime target. The France international is expected to leave Mönchengladbach this transfer window, and talks with Tottenham over a potential transfer have gathered pace in recent days. Arsenal have entered the race to sign Brighton defender Ben White, according to the Mirror. The Gunners join the likes of Liverpool, Tottenham and Manchester United in expressing an interest in the 23-year-old. White, who was a late call-up to the England squad for Euro 2020, is valued in the region of €50 million. Barcelona have made an approach to sign Lorenzo Pellegrini, but face competition from Liverpool and Atalanta for the Roma midfielder, according to Mundo Deportivo. Barca are on the lookout for midfield reinforcements, with Jorginho Wijnaldum expected to snub the club in favor of a move to Paris Saint-Germain. Liverpool are also interested as they seek a replacement for PSG-bound Wijnaldum, while Atalanta are believed to have an option on the 24-year-old, who is out of contract at Roma next summer. Ilkay Gundogan will wait to see if Barcelona firm up their interest in him before making a decision on his Manchester City future, according to The Sun. Gundogan has 2 years remaining on his current contract, and City are keen to tie the midfielder down to fresh terms. The former Borussia Dortmund player is happy at Etihad Stadium, but would be tempted by a move to Barca, so is ready to bide his time before signing any contract extension. Barcelona do not fear losing out in the race to sign Memphis Depay this summer. The Netherlands star has received offers from Juventus and Inter, but Mundo Deportivo claims the Spanish giants are sure he will end up at Camp Nou. Serge Aurier has reached an agreement with Paris Saint-Germain. Football Insider claims the fullback is on the verge of completing a move to the French giants after agreeing to sign a 4-year deal. Red Devils keen on Bayern star. Manchester United have registered their interest in Bayern Munich winger Kingsley Coman, according to Sport 1. The Red Devils will look to bring in the 24-year-old if they fail to sign Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund. Coman would like to extend his stay at Allianz Arena, but his representatives are ready to listen to offers in the summer window. Roy Keane has urged Manchester United to fork out €120 million to sign Harry Kane, despite also admitting to having doubts about the Tottenham striker's leadership skills. Kane is being tipped to leave Spurs after their latest trophyless season, having openly admitted that he is driven to win the biggest team prizes the game has to offer. The Red Devils are among those being tipped to make a move for the 27-year-old, and Keane would love to see a deal come to fruition, but has also pinpointed the one area of the striker's game he believes needs to be improved. Fiorentina are hopeful of signing Nico Gonzalez from Stuttgart, Sky Sport reports. The Serie A side have offered €20 million for the 23-year-old winger, but Stuttgart are holding out for €3 million more. Luke de Jong could make a move to Turkey this summer. As reports, the Sevilla striker is wanted by Besiktas, and the Super League side are willing to offer him a lucrative deal. PSV have also been eyeing the striker. Frank Lampard is back in contention for the Crystal Palace job after talks with Nuno Espirito Santo collapsed, according to the Mirror. They could now turn their attention back to Lampard, who was an early contender for the job, with Burnley's Sean Dyche and Swansea boss Steve Cooper also under consideration. Celtic have confirmed the appointment of former Australia boss Ange Postecoglou as their new manager. He joined Celtic from Yokohama F. Marinos, where he won the J-League title. He has also previously won the A-League in Australia. Postecoglou has signed a 12-month rolling contract and joins after Celtic's long-term target. Eddie Howe chose not to move to Scotland. Norwich are in talks with Southampton to re-sign goalkeeper Angus Gunn, son of Canaries legend Brian. The Mail reports that an initial fee of €5 million plus add-ons has been mooted for the player, who began his youth career at Norwich before moving to Manchester City as a 15-year-old in 2011. Gunn's father Brian made more than 400 appearances for Norwich between 1986 and 1998, and also had a short spell as manager in 2009. Werder Bremen have announced on their official social media accounts the signing of Anthony Young on a free transfer. Young, a 29-year-old left-back, most recently played for Brøndby. Zurich have hired Andre Breiterniter as their next manager, revealing a 2-year contract for the German on their official social media feed. Breiterniter last managed at Hanover in 2019. Now, let's move towards the major news of the day. Marcelo will stay at Real Madrid for the 2021-2022 season. That is the final year on his contract, which ends in June of 2022. The left-back was mentioned as one of the players who could be moved on this summer, but he got in touch with club directors to discuss his situation. Now, he is not the starter at left-back as that role belongs to Ferland Mendy. Furthermore, Miguel Gutierrez was given minutes at left-back towards the end of last season and remains a promising prospect. Real Madrid still hold Marcelo in high regard, though. He is vice-captain and could even become the main captain if Sergio Ramos leaves. Therefore, the club is going to respect the wishes of the player, who wants to finish his contract. Cristiano Ronaldo is no stranger to breaking a record, and at Euro 2020 he'll be gunning for another. If he scores 6 goals at the tournament, he'll become the top international goalscorer of all time. The record for international goals is currently held by Iran legend Ali Daei, who scored an incredible 109 goals in 149 games for his country. Ronaldo, meanwhile, has 100 in 174. 5 goals would tie it, while 6 would give him the record outright. Neither is an impossible feat, but either would be highly impressive and require him to have his best ever tournament. Xavi Hernandez has been strongly linked with becoming Barcelona head coach in the last couple of years, but the Al Sadd boss has revealed that he has not received a phone call about replacing Ronald Koeman. I'm always on the market. I've been a coach for 2 years and I have a very good relationship with Barcelona president Joan Laporta, Xavi said at the presentation of the Xavi Hernandez campus in Barcelona. He decides, I have not been able to talk to him. They have decided to stick with Koeman and I wish him all the best. Whatever he has decided, I imagine it will be the best for the club. I'm always aware of what Barcelona are doing. I'm still very invested in the club, but in these 3 or 4 months I haven't had any contact with anyone on the board. I don't know when that moment will come. I'm on the market, but I'm not in a hurry, he noted. It's a dream and an ambition of mine. I try to be ready for when Barcelona or another club arrives. I'm ready, but I'm not in a hurry. I am open to any offer, Xavi responded. What will be the score in upcoming fixtures in Euro 2020 between Wales versus Switzerland, Denmark versus Finland, Belgium versus Russia, England versus Croatia, and Austria versus North Macedonia? Comment down your predictions.